What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show y'all my custom Jurassic Park Xbox One controller. If you only clicked on it just to see the controller and you're not really interested in where I got it from, here it is. The color scheme is off of the original movie. This is what was on the vehicles, you know, the little SUV Jeeps that they were driving to tour the park. The Jurassic Park logo, the infamous T-Rex fossil. Analog sticks, excuse me, were switched out to look like bullets, and this is probably my favorite part of the controller. I don't know where in the first movie they actually used rifle ammo, but this is cool. These are actually metal, so I thought that was pretty cool. The D-pad was actually switched out, and the buttons over here to match the color scheme. That's pretty cool. So there's that. If just first reaction to the controller, yeah, it looks amazing. I was really excited to get it. I paid a lot of money for it, so with that being said, I bought it from a company called Undead Gaming, and I gotta say, I will never honestly do business with them again. And you're probably wondering why, because the controller looks amazing. Everything looks amazing in hindsight. It came in the OG box, you know, obviously the color's not in here because they painted it themselves. It's just a standard Xbox One wireless controller, and this is what it came in. And I'll show you the inside. Let me see. Okay, so I received the controller like this. Of course, when I opened it, I was freaking out. I was super excited. This is not even for me, by the way. My older brother, he's a huge Jurassic Park fan, and I purchased it for him and paid a lot of money for it because I felt that he deserved it. You know, whatever, you know. Anyways, I received it. As soon as I pulled it out, I noticed it was kind of stuck. There was some resistance whenever I pulled it out, and that was because yeah, it was actually kind of stuck to the container. That's the paint on the controller. If you see the little marks around here just randomly. I was kind of upset about that because looking at the controller, there's actually, you can tell where it was sticking to the package in the inside. That was kind of a huge bummer, but I was still overwhelmed with excitement, so it really didn't, you know, affect me that much. I was, you know, I'm just gonna scuff that off and, you know, brush it off, whatever. The controller took forever to get here because the company's based in UK, so I was like, whatever. I'm not even gonna bitch about that, you know. It's shit happens. Maybe they put it in hot or whatever. So then I decided to take it to my other brother's house. I know I'm getting into story mode here. I'm sorry about that. But I took it to my other brother's house, showed it to him. He's like, oh, is it cool? He's like, make sure it works, because I ordered a custom controller once and the fucker didn't work. It's like, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I test it out of the box? So sure enough, I did. Put in batteries. The thing wouldn't turn on. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I just paid $130. Actually, more than that. The original scheme of the controller was without the blue, and obviously this is green, without the green buttons and without these analog sticks as bullets, and it came out to $130. And then they pitched it to me, you know, how about we switch out these as bullets and change these to green? And I was like, sure. Like, okay, that'll be another 30 some odd dollars. I was like, okay. And the total ended up being like 170 bucks. 170 bucks for this. So after that, I started thinking, okay, $170. Controller was kind of fucked up a little bit, you know, and it didn't come working. So I messaged them on Instagram. That's the only way I've ever actually been able to reach them, because I've emailed them several times and they never answered. So I messaged them on Instagram. I was like, hey, the controller doesn't work and there's noticeable damage. Is there any way I can get a refund or whatever? It took them forever to respond back. I think I actually had to message them like 20 times to get, I'm exaggerating. It was like 3 times for them to actually respond to me. So whenever they did, they said, oh, that's no problem. It was probably stored next to the jet engine or whatever, and it melted. I was like, okay. And they kind of stopped there. I said, so what now? They were like, well, you could send it back. You'd have to pay the shipping. Mind you, the shipping to the UK from the US is substantial, so they would take that out of my refund. I was like, damn, that's kind of shitty. I was like, well, I can make my peace with these, because you can just scratch off. The only reason I didn't is to show you all in the video, but I was like, well, can you send me the parts, or at least cover the parts for me to fix it? And they said, yeah, absolutely, that's better. You know, we'll ship you the products or whatever, and you know, we'll walk you through it to get it fixed, and you know, we'll completely cover everything, and maybe give you some credit on your next controller because this one came damaged. I was like, sweet, you know. Still kind of shitty I paid all that much. Excuse me, I'm stumbling over my words. It's still kind of shitty that I paid this much money. There should have been nothing wrong with this controller, but whatever, you know. Wasn't trying to wait forever to receive the controller. I didn't even receive any shipping updates about it. So I was like, I don't even know if they're gonna send it to me or follow up. This company's kind of shady. I paid through PayPal, all these things. You probably think, you know, it's my fault. I was kind of acting like a sucker, so I got treated like a sucker. So I was like, shit, you know, I got the controller in my hands. If it's only missing like one thing, I'll, you know, cut my losses, get it fixed, and still give it to my brother, because the controller is still cosmetically very beautiful despite these little marks. So yeah, they said they would work with me. They sent me a link to a screwdriver, which I have right here. It was really only a couple bucks. They didn't actually cover it. They were they're pretty much giving me the runaround about it. So I was like, fuck it, $2. I'm gonna order it myself. Just help me do it. So ordered it, received, messaged them. Okay, so what now? I have this screwdriver. This is the only thing I need. They messaged me back after I double messaged them again, like, hey, what's going on? They said, we're at a convention, we'll message you tomorrow. I was like, okay. Like, I understand that's probably important for the company, but how about your customer that's kind of pissed off with the condition their controller came in? So I was like, I didn't even message back, kept my cool. Like, I don't want them to fuck me over. Maybe they'll still reimburse me the $2 and give me the credit. So I just kind of bit my tongue, waited till the next day. Sure enough, they did message me and they just gave me the instructions. Turns out didn't need any parts. They were reassembling the controller after painting the faceplate. Oh, I just bumped in the camera, sorry. After painting the faceplate and they reassembled the controller, they didn't snap the back part of the controller to where these terminals made it possible to conduct electricity between the batteries. They covered them with the plastic, and that's why I wasn't getting any power. So I was like, damn, it seems kind of sloppy, you know, the way it was put back together. These after actually looking up on YouTube, because they didn't help me with that process, how to take off the plate. It wasn't that hard. This screwdriver is pretty sweet. It was like, there's a screw right there. You can tell it's torn through the label. There was a total of 5 that I had to take off. I was a little bit more rough with the controller than I wanted to be, just to get everything taken apart and put it to where the plate would show these terminals to get the power going. But got it going. I'm just gonna give you a time frame on this. You can have your opinion about the company. You might have had pretty pleasant experiences with them, especially if you're based in the UK. I'm a US customer. I gotta say, I bought this in August. It was August 7th when I made an order to this company for this controller. I got a receipt online and it said your Fortnite controller is, you know, in the process of being made. I was like, what the hell? That was the first problem I had with this company. It's like, Fortnite, I ordered the Jurassic Park company. So they're like, okay, yeah, we fucked up, you know, canceled your order. So give us the money on PayPal and we'll ship it to you that way. That's when I should have been like, what the hell? All right, fuck them. But I was like, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I make decent money. I was like, if it goes down the drain, which would still be unacceptable, I'd be bitching every single day to them. But I was like, I'm just gonna give it a shot. I give them the benefit of the doubt. Controller still came. Kind of weird that I had to make the payments on PayPal outside of their website. But I ordered this controller August 7th. Today's date is December 23rd, I think. Anyways, that's a long time to get this issue resolved. So I'm just now getting everything to get it fixed. Just fixed it, so I thought I'd make a video and show you, yes, it does actually work now. I'm gonna put the batteries in to show you. But I personally would not recommend this company. And just because maybe I have high standards, because let's turn it on. Yeah, it works. I haven't actually synced it with my Xbox. It's a gift from my brother, like I said. I just wanted to make sure it worked. But yeah, there's that. So maybe, like I said earlier, maybe I'm just spoiled with companies like Colorware that have taken my orders just very seamlessly, and they came in 2 weeks and there was no issues. It came working out of the box. And maybe I just had too high standards for this company. So I don't know. If Colorware did crazy shit like this, I would definitely have ordered from them. They're a lot cheaper and everything's tip top and their customer service is great. With Undead Gaming, again, that's Undead Gaming. I found them through Instagram. Yeah, that's probably my fault. I probably should have did a lot more research, but all the comments seem relatively positive, so I just pulled the trigger. it's made it seem like this is very limited, and they actually still sell them to this day, so that wasn't the case. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger, impulse buy. I'm still glad it's here. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever be doing business with Undead Gaming ever again. So if y'all have had a pleasant experience with them, please let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll give them another chance in the far future, maybe if they actually give me that credit. But they actually haven't messaged me back after I brought up reimbursing me for the screwdriver. They're not even opening my messages anymore on Instagram. You know, it'll say seen at the bottom right. But it doesn't really seem like they give a shit. So the controller works. I'm just going to say fuck them, move on. Hopefully my brother loves this gift. I'm going to try and scrape this off on the sides, whatever. I'll let y'all know if he likes it or not. I know he's going to love it, but that was a lot more stress than I needed just for a controller. I mean, it looks great, but definitely not worth the $170 price tag, or $172 if you want to add in the price of the screwdriver and the wait time. It just was not worth it whatsoever. So, like I said, hope my brother likes it. If y'all have any people that offer this service that you trust, or anybody, just large chains, local, whatever, you know, as long as they ship, you know, drop them in the comments. I'd love to check them out, because I want to start ordering more custom controllers for myself, but this doesn't look like they're going to be my supplier. So let me know who y'all use. I appreciate y'all. If y'all made it this far into the video, I know it's probably kind of boring, and the only reason some of you are probably making it this far is to see this beautiful controller. But just as a warning, I wouldn't suggest this company. You know, that's my personal opinion. I walked you through exactly what happened with them. So if you decide to work with them and they fuck you over after knowing this information, I'm sorry, buddy, that's on you. But if you do go with them, they do you right, you know, more power to you. So again, this is the controller. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks a lot.